Well, hello and welcome to Miss Josie's piano lesson, talking about the circle of fourths today. All right. So if you've had questions about key signatures and why are things in flats and sharps and what's that all about? All right. Well, I'm going to show you. There is a pattern that goes on this keyboard and in all music, at least our Western music. And so it starts out with a circle. So I'm going to make this circle. So, and the reason why it's a circle is because it comes around again and starts over and over. It's a pattern. All right, so I'm going to show you. This is called the circle of fourths. All right, so you'll see what I'm talking about in just a minute. So circle of fourths, we're going to start out on the C note. All right, and we're talking about scales here, the scale of 8 notes. All right, so if you play your piano and start on the C note and you go up 8 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Play that with me, okay? 1 on C is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So on that, there's no flats and there's no sharps. It's all the notes are white. All right. So we're just going to leave it blank. There's nothing there. So now we're going to go up 4 notes from C. All right. So C will be 1. 2 is D. 3 is E. And then the 4th note is F, right? Okay. So now we're going to start a new scale starting on F because it's the 4th note going up from C. So now when we do a scale, we have to do whole steps. There's a pattern there too, right? So if you learned earlier, the pattern is you play the first note, okay, which is the root, all right? And then you follow this pattern. You go whole, whole, half, that's 2 wholes, and then whole, 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 half. All right. So kind of, if you imagine the black keys on the piano, how there's 2 black keys, and then there's a space, and then there's 3 black keys, and then there's a space. All right. That's kind of how this pattern comes into play. Whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. All right. So when you play your scale, your major scale, if you played all half notes, it would be what's called chromatic, a chromatic scale. Half notes are, and there's 12 of those. 1 is your first note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then you start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1. All right, so that's all your half steps. All right. So half steps, but when you do 2 half steps, you're going to do a note, jump over a half step, and it'll be a whole step. All right. Half and half equals whole, right? If you know fractions. So let's follow this. Let's play our first note and then do a whole step. So you jump over the black note, do another whole step, all right? Now do a half step. And if you look down at your finger, there's no black note there. So you're just gonna go to the note right next door to it. Now we gotta do a whole step. So jump over the black note, another whole step, Another whole step. And now look at your fingers. You got a half step now. There's no black note there. So that's your major scale starting on C. All right, so now we're going to do a major scale starting on F. Now remember, F is the fourth note up from C. You have to remember, fourth note, circle of fourths, right? Okay, so now let's do our whole, half, whole, half. All right, starting on F. So we're going to F, that's our first note, our root note. Now a whole step. Another whole step. Now a half step. Look at your fingers. What's going to be the half step? It's going to be a B flat. All right. Now whole from B flat. Whole. And then your half step is going to be back to F. All right. So F, the key of F had one flat. All right, and that was a B flat. So I'm going to put B flat. All right, so if you look at it on a key signature, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do treble clef. That B flat is going to be right there on that middle line. All right, so you can see it better. That B flat, all right? Okay, so now, what do? Four notes up from F, what is it? 1, there's F, 2, 3, 4. Now the B flat is our fourth note. So now we're gonna put B flat. That's gonna be our next scale, all right? So we got one flat on F. All right. So now B flat. Let's try the pattern on B flat. So let's start with B flat. What's a whole step up from B flat? Well, you got to skip over the B and you got to play C. All right. Another whole step is going to be D. Now we got to have a half step from D. So what's that going to be? It's going to be not E, E flat, the black note, all right? So that's a flat that we got to play now when we play B flat scale. So let's keep going. Now we have to do a whole step from E flat. What note is that going to be? It's going to be F, all right? Another whole step, the third whole step, and then a half step. That'll make it to B flat, back to B flat, all right? So I hope you're playing along with me. You need to play along with me when you do this. All right, so B flat had two flats. Do you remember what they were? Well, the first one's B flat. What was the other flat? Do you remember? Let's play it again. So B flat, whole, half. Oh, it was the E flat. That was the next flat. So now we're going to add that E flat. So the B flat is going to have two flats. All right. So we got that squared away. So what's the next fourth? What's the next fourth note up from B flat? B flat, C, D, E flat. It's the flat we just played. So if you notice the circle of fourths, every fourth note is going to be the next flat of the next scale. All right, does that make sense? Let's keep going, all right, so you can figure it out. So now E flat is going to be our starting note. So let me write that down. E flat. All right. So let's start on E flat. Okay. We're going to do our whole, half, whole, half. So let's start a whole note from E flat. What will that be? If you said F, you're correct. So go a whole note from F. a half note now from F. So that's going to be what? A flat. All right. Now a whole note from A flat is B flat. Another whole note is C. Another whole note is D. And then you're going to end on E flat. Half note. All right. Or half step. I should be saying half step. Duh, half step. All right. So I'm going to play it again. E flat. So you got E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C, D, and then E flat. All right. So how many flats do we have in there? Well, we got this one so far. We got the E flat. Now we have A flat. We got 3 flats here. So we're just going to kind of keep adding flats until we get back. So let's see. F, B flat, E flat. So what's the 4th note up from E flat? Let's see. E flat, F, G, A flat. It's the new flat we just added. All right. So let's start our scale on A flat. I'm going to start on this one down here. A flat. So, okay, whole note, half note. So A flat, and then the first whole note will be B flat. The next whole note will be C. Test yourself. Now we got to do a half note from C. What's it going to be? You got to go up a half step to D flat. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. D flat is our new flat. It's the 4th note. So now let's continue. We got E flat, we got F, we got G, and then A flat again. All right, so A flat, B flat, C, D flat, E flat. That's 4 flats. And then F, G, A flat. All right, so what did I didn't even write the A flat down. So A flat has 4 flats, 2, 3, 4. So we got to add them. B flat, E flat, A flat. Now we're going to put them on the D line. See? B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat. It's on the D line up here. Every good boy does fine. All right. So if you're starting out with a set of flats and a key signature. Oh, I'm running out of juice here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's treble clef. So say you have your 3 flats here. And your teacher says, okay, what key signature is this? And you're like, I'm not sure. Well, see how they're in an order here? First is B flat, then E flat is next. It's up above, and then A flat is just below. It's just kind of like a little triangle. So to figure it out, you just go back 1. So this is the last flat of the set. So just go back to the flat before it, and that's actually the key that these 3 flats represent. E flat. All right. So that's kind of how you figure out a flat. Say we have a bunch of flats. Here, let's add some flats here. So let's see. B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat. It spells out the word bead. B-E-A-D. B-E-A-D. B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, bead. And then the rest of the flats are going to be G, C, F, which can also mean, here, let me get rid of this circle. G, C, F. which also means greatest common factor. You could say it that way. So bead, greatest common factor. All right, that's like in, is it fractions, right? Fractions? Okay. All right, so we're gonna add our GCF here. We're gonna add our flats. B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat. So we got one going, okay, here's the first one. E goes up, A goes down, D goes up, G goes down. C, we're going to do this one over here in the C space, and then F. B flat, F. It's going to be down in this space right here. So that's how you would read 4 flats there. Or is it this one? Boy, I can't remember now. All right. So say you only see this many flats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh boy, that's a lot of flats. What key is that? What key is it? All right, what did I tell you? What do you look for? Look for the last flat. And then the flat before it is going to be the key that these 6 flats are in. So this one is G. It's the G flat. This is the key of G flat. It has 6 flats. So if you don't believe me, let's figure it out. So here's G flat. That's 1 flat, 2 flats, 3 flats, and then a C flat. C flat. All right. D flat, E flat, and then you got to play F, and that's the only note that's not flat in this key, and then G flat. All right, so that's how you figure out what key, if you just got flats, what key it is. So the only trick to that is knowing, well, what is it if it's just 1 flat? You have to remember that F is the key with the first flat, all right? So you have to remember F is 1 flat, all right? All right, that's all I'm gonna leave you with, and I guess we could do sharps later.